What's up, guys? It's the Faruqi Bros back with another video, and today for you guys, we got the latest update on the Snyder Cut. Zack Snyder dropped on Vero the prize for the Zack Snyder's Justice League poster event, which over 1,200 different people gave in their submissions, and Zack himself narrowed it down to 4 posters, one of which is gonna win the prize, and you get a full, a director's slate. A film slate where he put a ton of cryptic messages. So I'm gonna quickly read it out to you, and then we're gonna give our very brief kind of thoughts on it. So on the front it says straight up, the scene is something cool with Batman, Superman, Lois, or Martian Manhunter. And then with the take it says, however many it takes to get it awesome. And then obviously director Zack Snyder, and then as the DOP Fabian Wagner, who we had on our podcast. The date says to be determined, but it's important to note that there's a bunch of stuff that is blacked out, so I find that pretty interesting. Then on the back is even more interesting, where it says, please extend to the bearer of this slate the right to pass all security protocols and the permission to operate this motion picture scene and sync marker on the set of any additional photography for the motion picture known as Zack Snyder's Justice League in the unlikely and purely speculative event that such photography is needed. So what we're going to do is talk about kind of what this means. Now, from my understanding, I'll go first on this. I feel that Zack is hinting at the pickup shoots. There's a couple of scenes that he needs to do to complete the Snyder Cut, or in a better way, to complete Zack Snyder's Justice League. Because I think it's pretty clear that the movie that is going to release, which is Zack Snyder's Justice League, is different than the Snyder Cut, which would have released on November 17th. Meaning scenes like Martian Manhunter, meeting Lois, which was never finished, he'll get a chance to do that. On the flip side, it could mean that maybe he's just joking and he's saying speculative and unlikely to say that he already shot these scenes. And in that sense, this slate is purely commemorative and purely kind of like a physical gift, but not like a bigger thing. Then it comes down to, and I'm going to leave it to the next question to Zion, what scene is he talking about? Because he mentioned Superman, Batman, Lois, and Martian Manhunter. So kind of what were your original thoughts, and what are you thinking Zack's trying to do here?
Well, firstly, yeah, like you said, the biggest thing to question is what he means by the additional shooting. And logistically, like, having Superman and Ben Affleck, who said he'll never play Batman again, Henry Cavill, he's up in the air, we don't know what the situation is. How would that work logistically? So that's one thing to consider. And like you said, I feel like it's more, he's just like, it's kind of, he's playing around with it, but he has these things done. Kind of like not kind of like Easter egg for the fans that, Martian Manhunter, all these things are like even more confirmed, like the concept art showed.
I mean, he said at the event, the SnyderCon thing, that he pretty much gave a lot of the story of what he originally wanted to do. And then he talked about how there was the first script that they had was too scary, or there was a hard idea that they wanted to shoot but they couldn't shoot it, and the studio didn't let them, whatever. And they thought themselves that the idea was kind of crazy and that people would like protest the idea in the streets. I don't know if he's going to shoot that. So I think I don't think he's going that far. I think what's going to happen is he's going to put in I think he's going to do the stuff that maybe he wanted to do originally in that cut that he can actually just reshoot and just kind of put into the Snyder Cut. So Martian Manhunter, for example, it's a scene that he wanted to do. I think he didn't get to do it, or he didn't get to shoot it at least. So he's going to do that. I'm curious to see what the Superman, Batman, and Lois scene is. Maybe it's just them like anything, right?
Yeah.
So we don't know. And I think I agree with Zion. Like, I think he already shot everything. It's just a matter of he wants to just show the fans, like, oh yeah, it's coming out later.
Yeah, I think the main scene. I think the main scene that he has to shoot is just getting Harry Lennox in the studio. He shot like the first part of it, which was Martha meeting Lois. I think he's just missing that final part where Martha transforms into Martian Manhunter and then transforms into Harry Lennox, right? Who played Swanson, right? So that's pretty interesting. I mean, Samir, what are your very basic thoughts on it?
I'd be surprised if both him and Henry Cavill showed up.
How so?
Because Henry Cavill's only shooting Witcher season 2 or something.
Which means he's probably in Superman shape, my friend.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like it is interesting because of how quiet Cavill has been. But I do think that if it comes down to him having even one more chance to be Superman, I think he would take that deal. And then for Affleck, I think it's confusing, but I think he's so supportive of Zack as a friend that I think if Zack needed like one scene of him as Bruce Wayne, we already saw how he looks like these days. He's kind of back in Batman shape. Like he looks more like Batman now than he did during the Whedon reshoot. So I think if he needed one scene, he would come back.
But what a guy like Henry Cavill come back? That's like
I think Henry's so desperate to be Superman again that he would come back for any scene that shows up, including the Snyder Cut. I think whatever comes by his way, he will take that offer. So, what do you guys think about what Zack Snyder just revealed? Do you think that there's actually additional photography needed for this film, or do you think Zack's kind of just playing around and being cryptic and having fun with the fans? I think either way, whether he's playing around or if he's saying there's going to be additional photography, both avenues of thought lead to the same conclusion, which is that this is positive news, that actually we're getting closer. The fact that he's being this open and this kind of transparent about his movie shows at least something's happening behind the scenes with Warner Brothers, where they are getting to the point where this Justice League can be a reality, whether it's on HBO Max or whatever the case might be. Let us know in the comments below. From myself, from Zayan, from Umar, and from Samir, this is the Faruqi Bros. We'll see you next time. Peace out.